If you are like me and like to sing in the shower and then your wife comes and say, knock it off, there is a place you can still do it and learn how to do it the right way. I'm Jose Antonio Ortiz and this is Nuestro Valle. Tonight we're going to present to you a wonderful group, the Lehigh Valley Harmonizers, and we have with us Jim Gasper, Bob Berger, and Mike Savard. And later we're going to bring another guest. And we're going to talk about Lehigh Valley Harmonizers and what do you do and everything we can possibly want to know about your group. Welcome to Nuestro Valle.
Thank you.
And well, we have very little time, so Bob, why the name Barbershop Quartet?
It started out in the 19th, 20th century, early 20th century, and as Mike was saying earlier, there was no radio, no TV. Barbershops were places where men gathered and they sang songs to entertain themselves. And it evolved from there, and now it's kept the name. First of all, or second of all, or whatever, I'd like to thank you for having us here today. And we'd like to expand our name recognition here in the Valley, so this is a great opportunity for us. Barbershop, it's close harmony, male a cappella singing, a cappella meaning no musical instruments accompanying, just the voices. The voices make all the sound, and hopefully it's pretty.
And well, I think it's the purest form of singing. You don't need anything to support your voice. And I think it's a very appealing. We don't need a guitar, don't need to know instruments. And so none of you are barbers?
No.
Nope.
Now, the whole group is called Harmonizers.
Right.
And better known as Barbershop Quartet.
Right, it's a barbershop chorus.
Chorus, okay.
And there are hundreds of them in the United States. We're part of the main barbershop harmony society, is the overall group, which you may be getting to later. But and each area has will have their own chorus. There's one in Doylestown, Pennsylvania. There's one in Scranton, Pennsylvania. There's one in Reading. There's one in Harrisburg. They're all over the place. There's one in Lansdale. They have a great picnic every year.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
And we should go and cover that.
Right.
Of course. Well, let's move on a little bit. What motivated you to join the quartet?
I was in a male a cappella singing group in college and have kept that up, but it wasn't barbershop, and have recently retired and was able to have a known schedule, and I wanted to get back into singing every week, and looked around. There was a barbershop chorus in Lehigh Valley, and I went to one of their members' nights, which we have a couple times a year, and it's very edifying. It's wonderful singing. Great bunch of guys, fellowship, good music, and it's very edifying.
And especially then you don't have to hide in the shower to sing.
That's correct.
That's a good thing. Well, let's go to Mike. Pretty much the same question. What motivated you to join the quartet, the group?
I've been singing since I was about 9 years old. I joined a boys choir in Rhode Island where I grew up, and it was a great experience. I was touring Europe when I was 10, and I've been singing my whole life since then. Been living here in the Valley for 7 years, and I was singing in another men's chorus in the area, and another member of that chorus was also a member of the Harmonizers, so I had heard about it. Went to see one of their concerts, the Christmas show, a couple of years ago, and loved it, and went to my first rehearsal in January and never stopped going back. It's an amazing group of guys. It's so much fun, and I've been singing for 30-something years, and I've never had as much fun singing as I'm having with this group.
Oh, well, that's a good testament to the group itself. Jim, it will be pretty much the same question.
I started when I was 18, and mine was the director of our course, Mike Fire. I went to high school with his son, and we were both at a party one weekend, and in the course of the party, he dared me to come to a meeting, and I did, and now I'm 34, and I've been doing it since I was 18, and love it. It's therapy. You don't think of anything but singing when you go there, and that's all you concentrate on. It doesn't matter what happened that day, what's happening at home. You just go to sing, and it clears your head, and it's just a wonderful time.
Now, this sounds like a lot of fun, and I think well, I appreciate the chance to chat with you about this, because it's not only about fun, because it's not just going there and seeing a couple of things. things. You have to fit in, you have to rehearse, you have to practice, you have routines, right? That certain things you do, even some dancing, I think, or some groups do.
Some groups do, that's great.
And besides that, what do you do with your time? Do you just sing for competitions?
We have shows. We do annual shows every year. We have one coming up in May on the 10th and 11th, and we do that at Moravian at on their campus at Foy Hall. We also have contests every year, and we also sing in quartets. We do singing Valentines, anniversaries. We sing at retirement homes in the area. I sing with guys just for the fun of singing. It's nonstop. It really gets addictive, and you just sing all the time.
So what is the reaction, say, like in high schools? Do you get the same reaction from all the audiences?
Mikey?
Well, we have a pretty strong youth and harmony program with art, which is an international thing that the Barbershop Harmony Society does, but here in the Valley we do it as well. We recently in January had our youth quartet contest. So we had 8 quartets made up of high school kids from various schools within the Lehigh Valley. So there's a growing interest in barbershop and specifically in a cappella singing. TV shows like Glee have really contributed to that.
Oh, of course,
so
yes.
We, being one of the older forms of a cappella harmony, we're hoping to get more of the young kids involved and interested in barbershop as well, and that's one of the ways that we do that. Now, at our May show that Jimmy mentioned, we bring in a quartet that's one of the top 10 or 20 quartets in the world that participate in the society's contests. And we bring them the day before the show to a bunch of the local high schools and do a presentation for high school singers on what barbershop is. 'Cause people have different ideas what it is in their head. They think, really old time music, and they don't realize that barbershop has evolved over the years as well, and there's a lot of more modern songs that are arranged in the barbershop style as well, and a lot of fun.
Well, when we come back, we will have to ask some questions to you in Spanish, because I understand you do speak Spanish. Friends, don't go away. We will come back after these brief messages. Stay with us. Thank you for staying with us. We are chatting with the members of the Lehigh Valley Harmonizers, and we have this time Bob Berger, Mike Savard, and Brian Garrison. And we have to thank Jim for being with us the first segment. So let's go right away to Brian. What motivated you to join the group?
Well, it's interesting. Back in my high school, we had a barbershop harmony club, and I joined that out of interest of choral singing, and I really fell in love with it. But after I graduated from high school, I kind of had a falling out with barbershop because there wasn't any real group I could go to in my area. So I'm going to college up here now at Northampton Community College, and the Lehigh Valley Harmonizers actually came to the college and sang a few songs for us. Afterwards, I went up to them and asked if I could join, just because I fell in love with barbershop again and thought it was really nice.
So where is this high school you graduated from?
I lived in Lebanon, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
So I went to Cedar Crest High School. They have a barbershop club there still.
So you thought you were done with singing, and
yeah,
they
and then it pulled me back in, right?
Well, that's good. What did you get out of singing with older guys? Because you're really young.
Well, one of the things I really love about it is you get a lot of life experience because, like you said, I am the youngest person in the chorus. So singing with these older guys gives me some insight to life. It's a lot of fun, and even though there is an age difference, I really don't feel it. I feel like these guys are my friends, like I've known them forever, and it's just a brotherhood. It's really close knit. I like it. And
now you're a bass.
Yeah, I have a very deep voice.
Yeah.
So.
Scary thing. Yes. Okay. Now I said before we are going to do a little bit of Spanish, Mike. Since you are the official Spanish speaking of the group, ¿qué es lo que te atrajo a ser parte de este grupo?
No, that was too fast for me. Sorry.
Maybe we should forget the Spanish. No problem. We're here to play.
Lo siento mucho.
I'm going to just scratch all the Spanish questions I prepared for you. So let's continue. Part of this interaction with the audience, because I'm sure that some people have heard, some people kind of like it, some people kind of, I mean, I don't know. What kind of reaction you get when you go, say, like to a nursing home?
They love us. We went to a 70th anniversary yesterday, just a quartet of it, 4 of us. It was, Mike was part of it, Jim was part of it, or actually, I wasn't sure what to expect because 70 years married means you're a pretty old person. They were 88 and 89,
Wow.
and their minds were perfect. We could see the love in their eyes when we sang love songs. We sang some "Let Me Call You Sweetheart" and some other songs, and it was more. I got more out of it than they did. They loved it. We loved it. It was just a great experience. We get the same reaction in nursing homes. We sing for the staffs there. It's just it's a nice feeling.
Mm-hmm. What's your favorite type of? I'm sure you like the competition. I'm sure you like all kind of presentations, but what's your favorite?
I like the rehearsals. I'm in a quartet with these guys, and just getting together, just the 4 of us with no audience, but making good music. And as Brian said, and good friendships. So it's just a very close-knit bunch of guys, and we have fun. We have a great time.
How do you become a quartet? I mean, does anyone pick for a specific quartet, or you just kind of?
We looked around and saw who wasn't attached to one, and hopefully they're good voices. And I think in our case they are, and we hit it off. Again, having fun.
How much do you have to prepare for a competition?
Well, the chorus is, as we said, doing a show in March. I'm sorry, in May. A tribute to Elvis Presley, and we've started those songs in January. So it's 4 or 5 months of work, trying to get the notes right, and the choreography. Although ours is limited compared to some other choruses, we try and get it perfect.
I was going to say you have to start moving your hips and start walking kind of funny. So, Mike, what do you get out of this group?
One thing I didn't expect that I get a lot out of this group is the brotherhood of it. The society is international, and anywhere you go, I went in last year to what they call Harmony College East, which is something our district puts on. It's 3 days of education and singing and a lot of fun. And you meet people that sing barbershop from all over the country. And there are certain songs that you learn as a barbershopper that anyone in the world that sings barbershop knows how to sing. So anywhere you go and you're hanging out with other barbershoppers, you can sing a song with just pick 4 people that put together the 4 parts. And everyone that I've met in barbershop is just a really nice guy. And so it was really a lot of fun to hang around with it. And you get that in the small group, or you get it whenever you go outside of it too. The brotherhood is really amazing.
So that's a very, very healthy kind of hobby. And it gets your blood boiling a little bit, get the nice notes. How much does it cost? Because I'm sure there is some cost involved.
Anybody sure what to do?
It's somewhere around $120 a year, I think, is the membership cost. But one nice thing about it, if you do sing in a quartet, we get hired to sing at parties and that kind of thing. So the quartet, whatever money we make doing that, we use that to pay our dues, so it doesn't really cost us anything to keep up our membership that way.
And do you have any specific way to raise funds for the group, or do you need to raise funds?
We're a non-profit, but yes, we do to put the shows on. We had a Christmas show that we had tickets for, sold tickets for. We have the show in May that's coming up. Quartets go out and do birthdays, anniversaries, office parties. That goes into the kitty.
And singing Valentine's.
And singing Valentine's. That's a big time of year for us also.
Okay, and when you go out for these competitions, who pays for the traveling expenses? It's on your own?
Yes, out of pocket. You talked about the competitions. There's one coming up at the end of May, June, in Cherry Hill, New Jersey, which is our division contest. And hopefully we'll qualify for the district contest in October in Ocean City, Maryland.
And are there any other groups similar to this in the rest of the world?
Yes. Anybody know the geography?
You don't? Okay, let's talk about this during the brief intermission. Friends, don't go away. We'll come back after these brief messages. Stay with us. Thank you for staying with us. We are chatting with Bob Berger, Mike Savard, and Brian Garrison. Brian. I don't know why.
Spell it.
I keep going to the French. Okay. Sorry about that. So, all this singing all over the country, I mean, how much fun do you have? Or how is like meeting people from other places?
That's the fascinating thing about the contest. We're in the Mid-Atlantic district, so it's from New York all the way down through Virginia, yes. And you see groups from 20 quartets that are competing in the same amount of choruses, and a lot of talent. Very humbling for me, because these guys are great. International caliber quartets. You were asking about geography before. We have 25,000 or so in the United States and Canada, and then there are affiliate organizations in Germany, Spain, Great Britain, Ireland, Australia, New Zealand, Sweden. The winners of the last international quartet contest were from Sweden, so it's worldwide, and it's again a great brotherhood.
Well, it's time to bring that back to United States.
Okay, you're right.
Work on it.
Is there a specific age requirement for the Lehigh Valley Harmonizers?
No,
bracket?
no, not really.
Anyone?
Brian, as we said, Brian's our youngest. We're thrilled to have him because we need that sort of demographic to join us to keep the thing going.
But we can take high school kids as well. It doesn't have to be 21.
Uh-huh. And will they have to pay the same dues?
No, there's a reduced membership fee for students. I don't remember what it is off the top of my head.
I think actually if you're under 21, the first year is $10, so it's pretty cheap.
Oh, that's probably enough for a kid that age. Do all of you know music? Can you all read music?
Interestingly, no. Two of the four in our quartet can read music, and then we have learning tracks, which is an audio tape or an audio MP3 these days of what he's supposed to be singing, and that's how Brian and our lead learn their music. I think Brian can read a little bit. You can see whether the note's going up or down, so that gives you a hint. but no, you don't have to be able to read music. And
I just laugh because many people say, "Oh yeah, I can read music," and they just go up and down. A G flat. What is that?
Yeah, you don't have to know that. And our director, we have a fantastic director, and he'll make you sing, whether you think you can do it or not.
Well, you were mentioning that you go out in the community and you charge. Say, for instance, I know the Valentine's Day, you had some groups going out. How much do you charge, and what will people get from that?
For Valentine's Day, we charge $45 for 2 songs, a rose, a picture with the quartet, a card, and a lifetime of memories.
I bet that. Plus, I think, well, in Mexico, I'm from Mexico, and we have this serenade, this tradition of going to serenade the girlfriend, and it's very involved. I don't think we can do that here. Number one, the neighbors will call the police and come and get it. Do you do any kind of that type of serenading the loved one, or?
Well, that's kind of what singing Valentines are, or the happy birthdays, or the anniversaries. We helped with the Bethlehem Chocolate Trail a couple of weeks ago, and had quartets strolling north and south side, singing in various businesses, just for entertainment purposes. So it worked out pretty well. I think the merchants liked it. I know we loved it. We actually went into a barbershop and sang for 20 guys. They took video of us, and it was great.
That's wonderful. And friends, if you need more information, you can always contact the general phone, I mean the phone number is 1-800-482-1548. You rehearse. You can attend the rehearsals on Tuesdays at 7:30 p.m. at St. Simon and Jude Church. Is a Roman Catholic church at 730 West Broad Street in Bethlehem, PA 18017. So it's 7:30 in the evening. Always, we recommend you visit the websites. There are both of them: the general barbershop.org or the Lehigh Valley Harmonizers.com. And well, with that, we're going to leave you with a beautiful song, Hello, Mary Lou.
Pass me by one summer day, flash those big brown eyes my way, and oh, I wanted you forevermore. Now, baby, I'm not one that gets around, swear my feet stuck to the ground, and though I never did meet you before, I said, hello, Mary Lou. Goodbye, heart. Goodbye, heart. I said, sweet Mary Lou, I'm so in love with you. I'm in love with Mary. I knew, Mary Lou, that we'd never part. So hello, Mary Lou. Goodbye, heart. Goodbye, heart. Saw your lips, I heard your voice. Believe me, I just had no choice. Wild horses couldn't make me stay away. Thought about a moonlit night, arms around you, good and tight. That's all I need to see for me to stay. Hello, Mary Lou. Goodbye, heart. Goodbye, heart. I said, sweet Mary Lou, I'm so in love with you. I'm in love with Mary. I knew, Mary Lou, we'd never part. We'd never part. So hello, Mary Lou. Goodbye, heart. Goodbye, heart. Hello, Mary Lou, I'm in love with you.